Hello everyone and a warm welcome to you. What have we got for you this time? Well, it's Boulder Dash III on the ZX Spectrum 48K, published by Prism Leisure Corporation in 1986 and licensed by First Star Software. It's an arcade maze game. I already reviewed the first Boulder Dash, which was pretty good. Then I reviewed the second one, Rockford's Riot, which, well, had garish colours, didn't add anything new to the genre, and was a bit of a disappointment. So what's the third one going to bring? Well, you control Rockford again. This game also came out in the Amstrad CPC and the Commodore 64. So we're going to have a look at this arcadey maze game. Select Kempston on the joystick. But there's some good music here. Well, I say good. It's ZX Spectrum classic beeping. I like it. Bib bob bib. Oh, the cat's here. Oh, he's going. I think we'll be okay. Boulder Dash 3. So do look at my original reviews of Boulder Dash and Boulder Dash 2 Rockford Riot. My complaint of that, it was garish colours, and this starts off in black and white. The graphics and the boulders are different. There's Rockford there. But the diamonds you have to collect have to be the same. So those people unfamiliar with Boulder Dash, you have to collect all these diamonds in the certain maze before the time runs out. You can see in the top middle. And whenever you dislodge a diamond or a space underneath a boulder, that falls down. If you get crushed by a boulder or a diamond, then you are dead. This looks slightly bigger maze than before, but very black and white. I might as well have been controlling this on a black and white TV. But it doesn't stay like this throughout the whole game. Now, I doubt I'll get to level 2, but other levels are red, green and blue. So it does vary it a bit, so you do get a bit of excitement of colour. Scrolling is as bad as ever, but as a game, it's not bad actually. It's up there with Boulder Dash 1, although I still prefer Boulder Dash 1 ever so slightly because that was more original. This is milking it a little bit, but it's okay-ish. Only because it's got slightly different graphics on the boulders. But apart from that, it's essentially the same game. Haven't seen it at the Amstrad CPC or the Commodore 64. It's not very original at all, this game. It's not going to blow you away with it. But yeah, didn't really need to exist. But if you like the original Boulder Dashes, not a bad addition if you want a few extra levels. Although, in the normal Boulder Dash, you only have to collect 10 diamonds and you get on to the next stage. There's diamonds absolutely everywhere. This is like a mega quest. Let's plot our route down. I think we're going to run out of time here. The time's about 84 seconds ticking down. I wanted to get to level 2, but this is looking unlikely. Whoops, there's a boulder falling down because I left a space. I think Rockford seems to be exactly the same graphic as before, but he's tapping his foot. I don't know if they did that before. But very basic. 1986? It looks like an early 80s game. Well, the original engine was based in the early 80s. 86, maybe pushing it a little bit now by this period. There's a couple of unofficial sequels, Boulder Dash 4 and 5. There might even be a Boulder Dash 6. The reason behind this was there's a Boulder Dash construction kit. So people kept releasing them with a different number on the end. But you can only repackage the same game so many times, which this did. And I think the third one, it's the end of the line. I think 2 is probably enough. 3, Did you own this game on the ZX Spectrum or any other system? Let me know below if you ever completed it. But it feels a bit like a phone game now. Can while away a few extra hours, but booting it up on the big screen, I don't know if you would be bothered. Not sure if this is packaged with the Vega. Might be. I don't think it is though. So let's see if we can complete this level. We've only got 25 seconds. We've collected 43 diamonds so far, and I think there's 80 to collect if that graphic on the left, that number on the top left, is anything to go by. So you can't hang around in this game, which I have been. And that's a shame really, because if you have thinking time in this, you can see which boulders are going to fall on you. No thinking time, it gets a bit more random. So no boulders have fallen on me yet, but I'm going to run out of time for sure. Unless there's like a qualifying, how many you got to pick up. We'll soon find out. 2, 1, 0. Out of time. Did I collect enough? It's not telling me. Out of time. I don't think I did. So 2 men left. So you got to speed around like nobody's business. Don't stop at all. Collect everything. The best bit about this game, I think, is the music at the start. The random, it seems like random beeping, but someone must have programmed it in. Something like that. But we'll hear it again, no doubt, soon. This won't be a mega long review, because I don't think you can take it much longer. We've got practically the whole of the game here, apart from the different colours on the different levels, but it's essentially like this all the way through. Rockford is a very boring man. Beep, beep, beep. Well coded, can't take that away. Scrolling is awkward, but the other 2 games are pretty awkward as well. Essentially using the same engine, I think. If they are using a different engine, it's very, very similar. Could have had a bit of colour on this level 1 to introduce you to it. I mean, the thing about... oh dear, been crushed. The thing about games is you want it to start off a little bit easy to draw you in. Bit of colour, bit of excitement. A black and white level 1, not clever. They should have done one of the red, blue or green levels first. Or at least put a slight bit of colour in this monochrome one for stage 1. Would you persevere to try and get to level 2 on this as a kid? I'm not sure. I had a ZX Spectrum when I was about the age of 8 and 11, probably. Or maybe a bit longer than that actually, because I didn't get a Commodore Amiga until I was about 15, 16, or was I 14? My memory's going. Unlike HAL the computer from 2001 when we had all these chips pulled out. If you don't know that reference, go and watch the film. I don't need to explain everything, surely. It doesn't say... I don't think there's any instructions with this game. Although it's pretty basic what you need to do. I believe the guy's called Rockford again. If it isn't him, it's his twin brother. Bip, 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 bip. It's amazing how games have developed since this point, isn't it, really? Kids born today won't know the pain of playing games like this, but at the time these were genius games. A lot of invention, a lot of maze arcadey games. My favourite maze game I think so far reviewed on ZX Spectrum is Maziacs. As I die again. At some point we'll do a top 10 of different genres, but I don't think I've reviewed enough quite yet. Be a little while before we hit 200 games of the Spectrum, and that's game over again. Let's listen to this. Groovy! Well, that's enough listening. I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Boulder Dash III, a classic arcade maze game by Prism Leisure Corporation in 1986. Thanks for watching as always. Please remember to rate, comment and subscribe. Your comments are always welcome. Now until next time, take care and goodbye.
Goodbye.